よし。こんにちは。バルダーズゲート3。続きやっていきます。コンティニュー。なんかね、難しいよね。この手のゲームあんまりやったことないから、ムズムズするところとかいろいろあるかもしれないと思いますが、温かい目で見ていただければと思いますので、よろしくお願いします。じゃあ、お取りしていきますか。ああ、シャドウハート。一緒に乗ってきた子だよね。起こすでしょ。異物に手を出す。そんなことしない。
You're alive. I'm alive. How
もう
is
一人い
this
たよね。
possible? I remember the ship. I remember falling
はいはい。つい
and nothing. First things first. We need supplies, shelter,
治癒士
or a healer.
なるほ
We
ど。
might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in
そう
the
そうそう
boat.
そう。まだ寄生虫がいたんだよね。
We need each other, and we both know what's at stake.
う
Can't
ん。
think of better company.
よかっ
One
た。いい
thing,
でしょ。
just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod,
うん。
but you didn't. I'll remember that.
どうもありがとう。なんかさ、もう一人いたよね。ここにはいないのか？ないのか。じゃあ、先に進みましょうか。
Let's have a look.
あ、上司したい。しましょう。どっちに行く？とりあえずじゃあ、インテレクトディビュラー。なんだこいつ。
Never wanted the easy path.
取れるの。
More of those wretched things.
Oh, 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 oh.
「
のところ。所持品。はい。サイン。愛してる。ほら言ったよ。そしたら下回ってくれるだろう。もう一度言う。何度でもね。お互い年を取って白髪になるまでずっと言う。だからそうしよう。バルダーズゲートに行こう。リスクがあるのは承知。でも、ここにいることも危ない。過去数ヶ月は辛かった。でもあなたがいると少しはマシだった。ボートを捨てて、古い橋を見下ろすここに来て、持っている果物は全て持ってきて、持っていけるものはすぐと思って、他のものはなくても何とかする。遅れないで。愛してる。アンナ。あ、ドラムだって。
Fresh water. There must be a settlement nearby.
そして我らはみんなこぐ。宗教を首に編み、我らはみんなこぐ。宗教を背に編み、我らはみんなこぐ。海を足元に、アバゼル女王が足を引き止め、波の母、波の母。我らを選手に駆り立てる。波の母、波の母。足元を通らせてください。ということ。波の母、波の母。我々を沈めても構わない。波の母、波の母。頭蓋骨はあなたのもの。塩水と砂で安がり。魂を引き上げ、風は動かない。アバズレ女王の命がなければ、我らは喜んで待とう。何年でも、何日でも。アバズレ女王が波をもたらすまで。ヘイホ、彼女の命だ。ヘイホ、彼女の命だ。歌、たらしいよ。とりあえずどうしよう。ああ、なるほど。
Let's see.
鍵がかかってる。
Get that open easily. Maybe there's
なるほ
another
ど。
entrance.
で、こっちに行くわけね。はい。インターネットビルが
Vicious filth. Best keep some distance, or this will be a short fight. Have to keep going.
I won't give in. Have to keep going.
Oh.
Now, what might you be hiding?
No choice but to keep going. Swift as my feet can carry me.
危ねえ。
Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
No traps, please. Something good here, I hope.
あれ上に上がってきて、こうか。じゃ
I
あ、
should speak up.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered.
脳みそ野郎に引き追い詰めた。
There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
まあ、やるか。
There. Can you see it?
なんか、騙され。なんかね、見えたけどさ。
Not a sound. Not if you want to keep that darling neck of yours. And you, keep your distance. No need for this to get messy.
I need him alive. Stow that blade, or I'll show you just how messy things can get.
Promises, promises. But I have other business, I'm afraid. Now, I saw you on the ship, didn't I? Nod?
うわー、見てる人。危ないな。
You son of a...
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on? I'm not an idiot. It has to be those tentacled monsters. Something they did. They took you too. I saw it during whatever just happened. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
うん、そうだ。
A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when
こ
those
れが
beasts
すげえ
snatched
と
me.
ね。あの怪物さんに
Is that so? We clearly move in different circles. So, do you know anything about these worms? Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time. Well, yes, of course. But first things first. You know, I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept.
おー、
Lead on.
仲良くなったね。 こいつ生きてんのかまだ。
It's hurt.
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion.
なんか
Compassion. The poor creature is on the brink of death, but there's still time. You'd give your life to save it, to nurse it back to health.
もう
But
助け
then
る
the
方向に行ってる
feeling
か。
slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere. Your minds fuse, lusting for something that is gone. But then its grip claws back with a vengeance, a vice locking your mind into obedience. It needs sustenance to survive, and with your very body, you can provide.
気持ちいい。
The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
どうするのが正しかったのか。
Monster. Death is too good for it.
むずいな。
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
Ah, cursed. What's going on with that room?
Approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
触れてみたいよな。うわ
A hand?
誰か
Anyone?
anyone? あ、全然ダメだ。全然ダメだ。まだダメだ。失敗。
Harder! Come on, put your back into it!
あ、ギリギリギリギリ。
That's it! Go on! Keep pulling!
おお。
Hello. I'm Gale of
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep.
Okay.
Apologies. I'm usually better at this. A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You're on the North Road as well.
どうした
A I don't know what transpired exactly, but the ship broke into pieces and I suddenly found myself in freefall. As I was plummeting to certain death, I spied a glimmer quite near where I estimated my body to impact with less than savory propulsion. Recognizing this glimmer to be magical in nature, I reached out to it with a weaving of words and found myself on the other side, as it were. How about you? How did you survive the fall? Fair enough. But even so, I have the unfortunate suspicion your survival is still very much in jeopardy. Back on the ship, you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region. Were you not?
係されざるって言った続け
The
てくれ
entity we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceremorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to bid. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them. As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together? Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved. Or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
Broken. Must have been here a while. Not much use anymore.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad and twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
He's right. Let's go. We need to check out that blast. You didn't hear it. Shook our camp good, so we came for a look. Northwest. Look for Nettie. Whatever your word, she can manage.
And be careful. There are goblin traps everywhere.
Nymessa, come.
Enough gawking. Get me down. Never. Questionable intellect. Unsurprising. Release me, or enjoy a future as Gate. Mind flayers. The atrocities we are becoming. I know a remedy. Release me and I will share it.
治療法は知りたいよね。
Get me down. You try my patience. You try my patience.
Might be
あ、
useful.
これか。
You try my patience. The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Suspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter. Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Gate tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification. A pity that. I made an offer and you accepted. Your fantasy is not my burden. You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks.
まあまあまあまあ。そうだよな。
You are full up. Dismiss the weakest warrior.
そんな。
Very well. But heed my... The horned ones mentioned the camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. I must interrogate this Zoru. Our very lives depend on it. I will be at your camp. Do not keep me waiting.
Oh. 誰かを捨てなきゃいけない。
The dangerous look in her eyes. Let's just hope she reserves those impulsive common foes. There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it. Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think? I should hope not. Have you ever heard the people who want to talk about themselves? I'm doing you a favor.
いないのか。
Say for a moment that I was. Do you think your blunt approach would get me to confess? Good. And you did save my life. I wouldn't want to sour things between us. Not while we need each other. We haven't gone all that far yet. What are you referring to exactly? I suppose we'd go our separate
もう彼
ways.
なのか。
Not a slight on your company, of course.
寂しいね。
Perhaps. Perhaps not. If we do survive, we'll have separate lives to return to. I need to get to Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to
待っ
reach
ている人がいる。
as soon as
は
possible. Thank you. And you're right. It's a delicate matter. not something for light conversation. Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith crash will actually prove our salvation, but worth keeping in mind.
A Githyanki joining our company. Not a collaboration I'd have anticipated, but a welcome one nonetheless. Let's see. I hail from the City of Splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry. There. Didn't that the picture?
I am enjoying the latest addition to our little group. Lae'zel is delightful. In a very look at me twice and I'll dismember you kind of way, of course. Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
We should check it out.
Open the gate, you stubborn! Open the bloody gate! Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders! That pack of goblins will be on us any second! What's going on? Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now! You let goblins here? Where is the druid? Please! There's no time!
Let's wait.
The nine hells! Open the gate!
開けちゃってよかったの？ああ。
Damnable roach!
Oh.
Provoke the blade and suffer its sting.
Wait.
Here. Oh, I can't even catch my breath.
なんてこと。隠れよう。こいつは仲間か。
By sickle and sword, strike them down.
おお。強い。
my way.
With haste.
Keep them guessing. Nothing will stand in my way. Breathe deep and move.
びっくりした。
On the move.
こんなとこにいんのか。
With ease.
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Eat! Damn them.
They were tenacious. I wonder what they wanted here, other than bloodshed.
I just wonder if the grubby little beasts had any friends, and if they're nearby.
What's in here? On my way.
あ、いたいた。
I want to have a word.
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable! Tell that to the dead at the gate.
Shut it, Horns! I'd be lying dead next to the goblins if you'd stalled any longer.
My duty is to this camp.
Oh, God forbid you risk your precious tail. But I shouldn't be surprised. Foulbloods ain't known for courage.
You see the tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt.
You're right. There's too much at stake.
Worried about your precious rights, the both of you.
Enough! Squabbling is pointless. The goblins have found us.
At least we agree on that.
More goblins could be on their way.
I'm more worried about this parasite than a few
Time to
goblins.
pack.
We need
to leave.
a healer.
Forgive that display. Aradin's a blowhard, but that's no cause for me to join him. Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor. Well met. Warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve. There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a
なる
ritual.
ほどね。
Cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters. I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing. We'd owe you a great debt. What little we have, we'll scrape together. It isn't coin we need, it's time.
まあ、なんとかしてあげようよ。
Really? We're messengers now.
You'll find druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
Goblins, gnolls. So many ways to die. This is about your precious Baldur's Gate.
About lives. Our future.
No, you just care about your...
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins.
ありが
Most
とう。
brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long. I pray no goblin arrow has grazed you. Nettie could put you to rights. She should be with the others in the inner chambers, but I doubt she'll be taking on new patients. The grove will be locked down soon. I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day. We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels. As I said, it's a drastic measure, but the survival of the grove is paramount. There just aren't enough supplies to support everyone.
なるほどね。
Just some bits and bobs I no longer need. Sylvanas, guide your path.
Hells! We can't leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should... These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Yell louder. That's fine too.
Thank you. Right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this. Zergan. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your goblin blade.
Thank you, Roland.
We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake. And what about us? There's every chance we've doomed ourselves by helping these people. We will end up fodder for some goblin's blade, all because Leia insists on helping every wounded foe we see. Our best chance to make it to Baldur's Gate is on our own. This place is lost. You are looking at Leroican's newest apprentice. Yes, that the greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
I've heard that name before. A young man, yes? Lives in Ramesses Tower in the upper city.
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser mentor.
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
If it's acquaintances you're after, you have to look no further than yours truly. Few can match me. In either magic or talent. In years to come, you will boast of this meeting, I can assure you. May we meet again in Baldur's Gate, my friend.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors. This place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary. You should clear off while you can.
Swing and swing and...
What's that?
The Blade of Frontiers. What a thrill for the children.
They're tough kids. Smart, too. The future's in good hands. Take your time. Get a feel for it.
Die if I let Leroica reeking of this place. You'll never get the smell of that cloth. So I have to burn. My thunder wave will make quick work of any goblin. Just you wait. No helping it.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh, there isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Sorry, love. I just lose the run of myself sometimes. I must say, though, you're looking meek. Are you all right? Oh, stop. Even on a good day, half the camp acts like a bunch of screaming brats. I'm tempted to smack them all on the backside and tell them to kiss and make up. Not that they'd listen to little old me. Anyway, do you need anything? I have a few odds and for sale. Hey, bother. Take care now, sweetie.
Damn this. Damn them.
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
どこにいるんだそのメリッ
Good
サ
to
み
be
たい
back
な。
behind the walls for as long as that lasts. Don't make me hurt you, boy.
Too late!
Have you spoken to Korga? Of course, you have your own business to attend to. But If the druids won't abandon this ritual of theirs, it will be trouble for all of us. No word from the scout.
なんか、あったな。ガガと話すみたいな。普通に忘れてた。どこにいる？カル、ピア。
Your fingers off. I will. What I did for some salt.
Please, last through.
Let my daughter go right now! She's a thief, hellspawn. We'll wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back! Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out! Come, Chance. You, get back! Keep back! Cross my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh. I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
そうそう。ここだよ、ここだよ。
Your welcome can be easily withdrawn, outsider. Respect our grove, or face our claws.
カガ。どこにいるの？
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you lost your senses, Korga? Release her.
She stole the idol. Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a
what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger. Girl? You mean parasite? She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it. The words of the Tree Father, spoken plain. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin.
Halsin isn't here. Off your tongue.
Harsh.
Lest Tila pierce it.
No. I hate.
I didn't realize you were frightened of wolves.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles at me, in case you're of getting away from you. Just something I have to live with. Positive. You can trust me on that.
信じるぞ。
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage. They're ravenous predators with fangs like daggers. It's hardly an irrational fear to harbor. You've been decent to me so far. Maybe if you can, don't me face any more of them. At least, not alone. And tell that to the next one we cross paths with again, provided it doesn't tear yours first.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves moments of rest? Give me a chance to talk to you about something. Well, rather important. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you.
それはありがたいね。
The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat.
嬉しい限りです。
You see, I have this condition. Very parasite to share, but just as deadly. No, it cannot be cured.
治せない。
And I assure you, I've left no page unturned to that
それは
conclusion.
確か学者だ
Can
った
keep
よ
this
ね、こい
condition
つ。
under control, as indeed I've done for a significant time, but that was under different circumstances altogether. Home, in Waterdeep. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave
いいを吸
inside.
収する必要がある。
I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. And to you, I need you to help me find magic item is vital. Dare
まあ
I
まあ
say
まあ
it?
まあ、別にでも。
Critical. However, until recently, I was able to rely on a supply of artifacts stored in my tower, Waterdeep. A supply that has now run dry. The reality of the matter is that a lone wizard with a chronic impairment such as my own is not in the most ideal of situations with regards to self-defense. The manner of artifacts I need are not often found waiting patiently on a shopkeep's shelf. One usually has to lift them delicately from trap-filled tombs or prise them from the hands of violent ne'er-do-wells. There'll be danger involved, or great cost. Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
なるほど。まあまあまあ。 なるほど。いやー、結構ね、なんか難しいね、これ。ここまで、まあ、この二人を見つけて、まあ、信じれるかどうかっていうのはなんか別かなと、あと、一応この3人は違いなと、今、なんか若干思ってる。うん。ね。じゃあ、今日は、ここまでにしとこう。ご視聴ありがとうございました。また明日、続きをやりたいと思いますので、よかったら見に来てください。